In my last film we went looking at the remains of the River Severn Rail crossing, and we found gigantic stone blocks and various there. It was quite dramatic, I thought. Now this time we're going to go across the river to the other side to Sharpness, and there we're going looking for the two tankers that collided, blew up and created all the mayhem. Before we do that, let's just take a quick look at what this is all about, and then we'll get off. It's on Lydney Harbour, and it's a memorial to the people that were killed when two barges struck each other and then demolished the rail bridge 17 minutes after a passenger train had passed over, apparently. To get to the other side, first we have to arrive at Sharpness docks. Then we have to climb this thing alongside the dockers pub. Down through here to here. And over here. Then over on this. Oh, they've renewed it. That's posh. Over here. From here you can just make out the swing bridge support on this side. Then looking very carefully onto the other side, I think we can see the rock fall, or where they felled the arch. I reckon that's it there. I think that could well be the remains of the stone piers. What out there, perhaps that was too difficult to get to in the main channel. There you see the wrecks, left where they lay. In fact, no you don't. You have to remember here that I'm looking at a very small viewfinder beset with reflections. So what looks to me very much like the wreck, because it has a chimney or a funnel or a breather pipe stuck up at the end, is in actual fact a great big fat cormorant doing a I'm a chimney impression. It is in fact part of the bridge structure, which is interesting but not what we're looking for. So what follows for the next couple of minutes then is attempt number 1. Main South Wales line. Looks like they had to tie bigger craft up here at one time. Bit of wear and tear in that shackle. And nowadays everybody uses that. Old rail. Yeah, nice spot. And round the corner, and we're off up the canal. And here we have these two objects. It's a swing bridge mount on the left, buttress on the right. Beautifully built. Nice of those people to give it a sense of scale. Perfect. So the swing bridge then swung on there, over to there. Only one pillar, because I suppose the bridge had to swing. And now there are two pillars. Good to see the other one, but what a lovely construction. That's what the other side would have looked like if they'd left it alone, instead of blowing it up. Lovely brick arch. Looking carefully here by the pier, some rail set into the towpath. A lot more there set into the bank. What if they used a crane on rails to offload from barges? Probably easier to get goods that way than it is to get it off a train a bit high up. Very dominant structure. Think of the skill in building that with tapers, look. Huge drape blocks. Rope and tattle, could even be wooden scaffolding. Huge drape blocks. I think the dimples is where they put the calipers to lift them. Severn Falcon keeping it company. It's a close bit of parking. Oil leaching out, some of which you can see there behind the ivy. When you've got heavy machinery, you get the occasional oil leak. Foot traffic this way. They didn't skimp on the width of the walls either. Something in there. There's supposed to be machinery left here, but I've never seen it. Don't know what that is. This doesn't give a very good representation of the width here because of the gate. Oh, it's pretty damn thick. Now the camera's given up. Better. I have to say from here it looks like the pillar is getting undermined. What do you think? So that's what we're looking at. Pause to read. And that's what it looked like on its swivel. Similar sort of thing on the way to Sharpness docks. Same principle. Take you for a ride over the Severn Bridge. How many people can say they've done that? This is on the foreshore then, trying to get a closer look at the wrecks. As you can see, impenetrable barrier of reed. Now, someone's been through there, but it rained last night. I'm getting a bit damp. Shades of the African Queen here, I think. No leeches yet. Well, I've got this near to the tower, but unfortunately I've now reached a dead end. So we'll have to backtrack, see if there's another route. Problem is the tide's just on the turn now, so the clock is against us. At last. At least we're going this way. You need full waterproofs going the other way. This one just gets your feet wet. It's survivable. This is the extent of the reed bed then, that's good. Now it's shorter grass. This opens up possibilities. Yeah, I'm afraid it's a case of blazing your own trail through here. No doubt there's a trail somewhere. You might find eventually, but well, let's give this a go. The problem I'm finding is where you think it looks like shorter grass, you aim for that. When you get there, like here, it's as long as the rest. And there you have it. Great risk to life and limb. There are the wrecks of the two tankers. Still where they lay. Amazing. Or a big fat cormorant resting on some tubes. This is the sort of thing that I'm looking at. The base of the pillars that we could see earlier on now appear to have disappeared. Change of the tide. And just over here are the remains of another one. So if we pan around, we get to the bank. Appear on the other side. Okay, time to be making tracks ourselves, I think. And we have to find our way back through there. I don't think I left much of a trail, to be honest. We'll see. This stuff is murderous to walk through. It closes over your feet. Back at the docks then. Working well, aren't they? We're going to take a walk over the newly surfaced high level bridge. I wonder why they've resurfaced it. Looks smart. See what's at the end. Over this rickety old bridge. And we're looking for a path. Doesn't look very hopeful. A bit farther on, up by the hotel. Midland Railway's type of bridge structure. And if we look over there, centre screen, that's the track. Unfortunately, it's through the farmyard. Well, we made it through the farmyard. Now we're on the trail. This is the old track bed leading to the Severn crossing. See how far we get. No obvious route. Well, a clue. Unless that's it up there. Higher level. This might just be a siding. Well, it's a path, but I think it's too steep to be a railway. So it's still going in the same direction, so we'll follow this one. Well, I'm going to have to admit defeat on this one. I've seen video before of people that have actually reached the stone arches, but possibly not at this time of year. There's too much growth and it's now become impenetrable. So I'm going to have to admit defeat, turn around, and we'll see what's next. So this then, second attempt, having been fooled by a cormorant, we're going to give it another go. I've done some research this time. Before you can film these wrecks, you really need three things in alignment. You need a low water spring tide, you need that to occur at a sensible hour, and you need the weather somewhere near. Get those three sorted out and you can film. Sometimes you have to be a little bit patient. Not my strongest suit. Okay, riverside then. Let's squint up here. And we're having to plough our way over this stuff again. It's quite deep. British Rail on the move. Can't get them. And out there is what we've come to see. Wharfdale, Arndale. When you see them, you can't mistake them really. There they are, that's two tankers. Everyone's proud bow standing there. Resisting the tide still. That sneaky cormorant on the end. No, this time it is the blessed chimney. That could well be the stern. How anybody survived that mangled wreck, I do not know. That's the bit I like. Bow. Used to forge its way through the Severn once upon a time. Side by side. Well, eventually we got them. We're going to plough our way back. Put them in context. Looks like the daily Tesco. Right, you've got to pause to read this. Since we're down here, we might just as well have a look at a couple of these historic wrecks. The old Harriet's receiving special treatment. A fence around here. The Severn Trowel. Look at the ironwork on the rudder post. Built to last. At last it has. That looks like a bilge pump there, doesn't it? Outlet onto the deck. I wonder. She's seen better days. Pause to read. Want somebody's pride and joy? Pause to read. Look at that rudder. Amazing. It was a different world when that was bolted into place. That looks very similar to the superstructure on the tanker wrecks. Chimney things there. Pair of vents or chimneys. And a skylight. Bit of wood sandwiched in there. Can't imagine that's going to last long. Crew quarters down there. Once home to somebody. Time to leave. There for another day. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little look at history. A lot to ponder there, isn't there? Why knock down a perfectly good structure? Do no harm. How did 3 men manage to survive when the whole river was ablaze? Amazing. If you enjoyed it, plenty more on my channel to look at, and you can always catch me on the next one.